4.5 hours later, I'm alive. I'm alive.
She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now? Stop.
Remember Charlie down on the patio? He could sit there all night long.
Candace Owens is now saying Donald Trump is stepping in behind the scenes to protect Erika Kirk, and not just to show support, but to help keep certain details about Charlie Kirk buried. According to Candace, Erika wasn't just Charlie's wife. She claims Erika was his handler, and that Trump's involvement is about making sure that version of the story never fully comes out. And before this gets written off as internet noise, here's the thing. Candace says this didn't start with speculation. It started with how fast everything went quiet. When Charlie Kirk was killed, conservative media went into full lockdown mode almost instantly. Within hours, the message was clear. This was a tragedy. Everyone needed to come together, and questioning anything too closely was being framed as disrespectful. And at first, that's exactly how it played out. Candace Owens didn't come out swinging. In the beginning, she was emotional, protective, and very clearly grieving. Then suddenly, Candace began making accusations, and that's where Erica Kirk enters the center of the story.
I wouldn't want to be you and be caught up in lying right now.
And I want to get on the Egyptian plane thing.
Not Charlie, but Erika was the one being tracked by these planes. 68 overlaps with Erika's documented locations.
All those places they said I've traveled, I've never been.
These are all the instances.
You really think I'm going to be on an Egyptian plane while I am wanting to be with my In-N-Out burger and my chocolate milkshake? No.
Oh, Erika Kirk shuts down. No, she didn't even respond.
Stop.
Erika didn't disappear after Charlie's death. If anything, she moved straight into the spotlight. Almost immediately, she became the public face of everything Charlie left behind. And then came the moment that shifted the entire mood. At Charlie's memorial, Erika publicly forgave the man accused of killing her husband.
I forgive him.
That's when Candace started looking closer, especially since now it's become clear that maybe Erika was once close to Candace too.
Funny enough, 20 minutes before even seeing that post, I saw this picture of Erika Kirk and Candace Owens at Candace's wedding. So many of my followers have had questions about what their relationship is actually like. Did they know each other pretty well? Or was Candace just friends with Charlie and really didn't know Erika very well?
From that moment on, Candace's approach completely shifted. She went back through old relationships, power dynamics inside Turning Point USA, and the way information was being handled after Charlie's death. And the more she looked, the more she suggested this wasn't just about personal grief.
He said, if I tell you the true prophecy that I know in my gut, I am not sure if I will live to see the end of this revolution.
He didn't say that.
I believe you were the piece that God meant me to meet that will finish the fight.
This is not okay. It's not healthy.
That's when the tone around Candace changed.
And they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. They are trying so hard, and I get that. We're doing the same. Anytime we hear a lead or anytime we hear anything, we send it to the authorities. Please dig into this. No rock will be unturned. I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than anyone else out there.
Candace only wanted Erika to sit down with her, but she kept ignoring her.
The whole thing right there is frustrating, and I'm going to explain to you why. I just do not accept any of that. First and foremost, the idea that she does not have time. Okay, she definitely has time, okay? She's done Hannity, she's done The Five, she's done Fox and Friends, she's done Outnumbered, she's done Megyn Kelly Live, she sat down with the New York Times. She made time, by the way, in case you don't remember, to fly to DC for Sergio Gore to be sworn into the ambassador to India, as the ambassador to India, which feels kind of obscure and not necessarily related to Turning Point USA affairs, building affairs, or whatever it is. But sure, that's fine.
Suddenly, Candace herself became the issue. And then CBS News stepped in and hosted a town hall centered on Erika Kirk, moderated by editor-in-chief Bari Weiss.
And David Ellison has gotten very close with Bari Weiss. Bari has presented herself as a champion of free speech, but in reality, she has a 20-year history of suppressing speech that she finds objectionable. With her becoming Ellison's kind of personal enforcer outside the normal chain of command within the organization, many people, including me, are concerned that she will enforce a right-leaning ideology on the whole network.
On paper, it was supposed to be a serious journalistic moment until Candace's name came up.
The podcaster Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now?
And Erica's response was short and sharp.
Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
To Candace, that wasn't journalism. That was a warning. So as Candace's episodes kept pulling millions of views, Turning Point USA finally announced they were going to confront her claims head on.
Candace has mentioned several times that the ball is in our court. So here's what is going to happen. In the near future, there will be a live stream here in Phoenix where we address in a clear and comprehensive way the claims and accusations, the false accusations that have been made against Charlie's family, friends, and the people here at Turning Point.
A live stream was scheduled. They promised receipts and said they'd address everything point by point.
If Candace is available, we would sincerely welcome her participation in that live stream at our studio here in Phoenix. At this point, we believe the ball is back in her court.
Yay! Finally, you didn't have to get through all that shade that you were throwing me to get to the point that you were willing to answer questions, okay?
She agreed until Turning Point made things even stranger. Out of nowhere, the live stream was postponed. Instead, Erika announced that she and Candace would meet privately. She wrote, "Candace Owens and I are meeting for a private in-person discussion on Monday, December 15th. Candace and I have agreed that public discussions, live streams, and tweets are on hold until after this meeting. I look forward to a productive conversation. Thank you." That timing immediately set off alarms. Because from Candace's point of view, this private meeting did exactly one thing. It stopped her from publicly responding to TPUSA's rebuttal while the spotlight was still hot. And this is where Trump gets pulled into it. Candace allegedly says Trump's been backing Erika this whole time. Not out loud, not on Truth Social, but quietly, behind the scenes, helping her stay protected in conservative media while anyone pushing too hard suddenly hits a wall. She's not saying Trump planned anything, but she is saying his presence keeps everything neat, contained, and easy to move past. Like, look how close these two are. Everybody pointed out that it's getting weirder and weirder every day. So even when Candace asked basic questions, where is it? Who did it? And why hasn't it been shown? Those questions never got answers. Instead, Candace got labeled the problem. Erika gave her update right after, writing, "Had a very productive conversation with Candace. More to come from both of us. Looking forward to AmFest this week. Time to get back to work." And now, after the private meeting, Candace finally broke her silence too.
4.5 hours later, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm totally fine, and I'm sorry. I was gonna do a show for you guys this evening, but I am truly exhausted. Very productive conversation. I asked every single question. I mean, from Egyptian planes to Turning Point USA Faith, and I was very surprised by some of the answers that I got, and I think they were also very surprised when I shared certain intel.
According to her, it all went well.
This probably should have happened a very long time ago, but I wanted to let you guys know that I am alive, and I will have the full rundown for you guys tomorrow of what transpired. And yeah, I think it was definitely a very big step in the right direction. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
But something feels off, and even the fans noticed. Someone said, "I have a weird feeling. No way Candace would be this bubbly after a conversation like this. What's happening?" Others are saying she's been threatened, especially after she started off her video with saying she's alive. But here's the thing, the tension didn't go away, because if everything was actually settled, there wouldn't have been this rush to move the conversation behind closed doors. What happens next comes down to Candace, and whether that private meeting cleared things up or raised even more red flags. And judging by how careful everyone's being right now, this story doesn't feel finished at all, especially when you notice who suddenly stopped talking the moment that meeting happened. Once you see that, it's hard not to start side-eyeing what comes next.